Rules Update. Inspirational Locations. We've created a new page for inspirational locations that includes memorial or inspirational tombs, as they were called previously, as well as other sacred sites. We've rewritten the rules on how you create an inspirational location to lay out the specific sequence of actions that players must follow to create one. To create an inspirational location, players must submit a synod judgment, a statement of principle laying out their intention to use true liao to create either a memorial to a paragon or exemplar, or to create a sacred site. This judgment must be submitted in the relevant virtue assembly or in the general assembly. If the judgment passes with a greater majority, then it will most likely lead to a wind of fortune that offers a mandate to use a single dose of true liao to create a lasting consecration that will make an area become an inspirational location. If the synod approves the mandate, then the named character can enact the mandate using a dose of true liao. It is possible to use true liao in downtime without following these steps, but it won't have any wider effects on the setting. It won't create an inspirational location. Reasoning. There has been a significant increase in the use of true liao to make consecrations in recent events, and it was clear that the processes listed on the wiki were confusing and creating a lot of potential for disappointment. Previously, it was possible to use true liao in downtime without any idea whether it would do anything or not. Our game is generally built on giving players informed decisions to make. In most circumstances, we don't want participants just gambling on unknown outcomes. In particular, we don't want a situation to develop where a character uses true liao and either it doesn't have any effect on the wider game, or the effects are very negative, without them being aware that this is what will happen. In theory, it was previously possible to use true liao in downtime without any reference to the synod at all. Our game is one of politics and social interactions on the field. We want the key decision to be made by players when interacting with each other on the field. True liao is very powerful. It doesn't suit our game style that a character can create a very powerful game effect without interacting with one of the major political bodies of the game to get approval for that. The new processes also make it much easier for us to determine what will happen. They give us a basic framework to work to and set expectations that we're more confident that we can deliver on. It does make it slower. It means players need to use a statement of principle first and then study the resulting wind of fortune next event to decide if they want to proceed or not. That brings it into line with how similar elements of the synod game work, where players first raise a statement and then a mandate. Where true liao was handed in last event to be used in downtime, we've treated any statements raised as if they were raised in the relevant assembly. That means they either have or are getting a wind of fortune that describes the possible outcomes if the Empire chooses to proceed with the consecration. I see explanation. The Imperial prognosticators have provided the civil service with an updated guide on how they can deliver the best possible information on what will happen if the Empire chooses to use true liao in this way. In theory, nothing's changed, since it was never possible to know if true liao would have an effect or not previously. But now, the prognosticators have been able to be clear about what exactly will and will not produce a meaningful outcome.